Welcome to Knights of the Round Table. I'm your host, Jerry Middleton. Alongside me today is panelist Rick Fletcher and also Mark Kirchhoff, as we found wandering the hallways again this week.
Mark, do you actually live here? I just have to ask that.
No, my wife questions me sometimes, but I do get to home every once in a while.
All right. So today's Ladies' Day.
Today's Ladies' Day. Yeah, we'll have the girls basketball team in here. We're going to have Jillberger, Anna Drake, and then we'll also talk to Coach Mayo for a little bit. And while I'm thinking about it, I want to remind everybody that we'll be taking Thanksgiving weekend off. And so we'll be 2 weeks till the next show will be out.
Right.
Just to give everybody a heads up, because I'd hate for you to turn and start looking for it and can't find it and get into a sheer panic.
We'll all be in a turkey coma, so we can't make it back into the studio. So.
Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I'm definitely not allowed to roam the halls late next week, so I got to be home for that.
Well, and also real quick, the girls basketball game last night at Union City was canceled because of flu. Now, when was the last time we heard the word flu?
And it's been at least a year and a half,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So they'll make that game up at some point, I'm sure. So.
Yeah, we have not figured out a date yet for that, but hey, it's going to happen.
No, and it could be a blessing in disguise, just because we're starting to get some players coming back on, and it gives Coach Mayo and the team a chance to adjust and get players back in the swing before they face a pretty tough Union City Indian team.
Yeah, they do look tough this year, so
Yeah.
they're going to have some challenge on their schedule. So, but girls basketball showing some progress, which is a good thing. They got their first win last Tuesday night. They played a good game against Union County, so they're 1-0 in the conference.
Very convincing win.
Yeah, yes, it was good all-around performance by everybody on the team. So
Yeah, very good. I think what we're going to do is we'll probably be coming back here. I think we're going to have Jillberger will be our first guest on the show today.
Uh-oh, and you know what I've told you about
I know
Jill.
it.
Okay, she's always been my favorite player, so I'm looking forward to talking to Jill.
Well, we'll be back with Jillberger right after this message. Welcome our new sponsor, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Brian Maurer, agent. Give him a call for all your insurance needs. There's no reason to knock on wood. Welcome back to Knights of the Round Table. We're joined by senior Jillberger, and we promised her it would be some easy questions. Jill, what's the true meaning of life? Just funny. Hey, no, but seriously, Jill, thanks for joining us this morning.
Yeah, anytime.
I think we're going to let Rick start, since this is probably one of his favorite players he's been wanting to ask questions all year on.
All right, for those of you who don't know, I'm probably blushing right now because we have Jillberger here sitting right next to us. And I have to make a true confession, which I think I've done before. She's actually one of my favorite players, Jill. All right, I'm trying not to embarrass you, but I know it probably is. So your game is defense, hustle,
Anything that doesn't have to do with the ball.
Yeah. And what goes into that attitude? When you get on the floor, what are you trying to, tell us what you're trying to achieve.
Well, I feel like our team is really balanced in a good sense to where we always, like last year, we always had like Kenzie Chastain. She was a quick runner, and I feel like we kind of lost that this year. Like Ava's doing a really good job keeping it up, but I feel like we need more balance because we've got a lot of big girls, so I thought if I can do one job, it's at least hustle.
Yeah, and you do a great job at it. I mean, you're dogged and determination, and so that leads me to another question, if I may. You guys are young this year. You've got a lot of freshmen seen some significant time, and you're a senior. There's only 2 seniors on the team, so there's leadership. You've got to provide that leadership.
Yeah, even as a senior, I feel like we're all just so young. Like we've always had that leadership, so now we're just kind of scrambling to figure out who's who goes where. So yeah.
That leads me to my question I was just thinking about for Jill is last year, very senior loaded team, a lot of experienced leadership. So what kind of things have you done this year to kind of step up now that you're the senior and the girls are kind of looking to you because you've been here for a while and know what to expect? So what have you done to kind of step up your we'll say leadership game?
So there's definitely more that I need to do. Me and Anna both, we both need to step up on our leadership, because right now it's kind of more based on skill who's leading. If I don't want to put anybody out, but there's that. But I also think we need to communicate more, because it's not necessarily our skill that's having a rough time this season. It's more like communication with each other. So I feel like as seniors we could definitely improve on that and like lead into that. So.
Wow.
That was a deep answer.
I found the meaning of life.
I think we've actually found it here.
Yeah. Jill, let's talk something else. Let's talk shoot the ball.
4 years I've been told to do that.
No, but you know, not everybody's a scorer. Not everybody's a defensive player, and that's the way it is. You have defensive players, you have offensive players, and very rarely do you have one that is both. Defensively, when you come in, it's just a great spark defensively, and when the ball's on the floor, you're going to find Jillberger somewhere there on that. So we appreciate all the effort that you put into this, and real quick, you know, cross country runner, which you had a good season this year.
Oh yeah, my best.
Yeah, it was your best season ever, and that was great. And always happy to see our young athletes make it. Any college plans?
Yeah, I've been accepted to Ball State, IUPUI, and IU Bloomington. So probably IU Bloomington is the goal right now.
Good. And what are you thinking about getting into?
Dentistry.
Cool. You will never see me.
Well, we're happy to have you here this
Yeah.
morning, Jill.
Thank you.
I want to say you've done fabulous, okay? You've done a really good job.
I'm going to throw one more easy pitch to you.
All right.
How good did it feel to get that win against Union County on Tuesday?
Oh my gosh, Union County's always been a super tough team, but that game felt good. Especially their player 12, who like is their best shooter, and she did score 1 point that game, and she cried. Just extra points, so it was very nice.
And do you think possibly our cheer block had anything to do with that?
Ooh, yeah, definitely. Oof. Yeah, I felt bad for her, but she was asking for it.
Our cheer block tends to not forget things.
Well, I was like, okay, they can drop it off at halftime, but then she airballed again after that. I was like, okay, that's on her.
Well,
Yeah.
we want our cheer block to be there in full force in
Our
every
cheer block.
game. We'd like to
Yes.
fill the rim. I've said this before. Let's fill the whole gym. We want a lot of people to show up at these games because these girls deserve your support. And I really mean that. So we're happy to have you here, Jill.
Thank you.
And I want you to know, and I want everybody to know, you did a great job.
Oh,
So,
yeah, thank you very much. It was awesome.
Yeah, Jill, that was a great interview.
yeah.
Oh
good
yeah,
job.
just
And
So-
the season's not over. We got a lot more to go, so
Yeah.
we'll be looking forward to that.
So anyway, Jill, thanks for showing up today and talking to us. We appreciate it on today's Knights of the Round Table girls basketball program. We'll be back in just after this break with Anna Drake. Welcome our new sponsor, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Brian Maurer, agent. Give him a call for all your insurance needs. There's no reason to knock on wood.
Senior number 31, Anna Drake.
Welcome back to Nightline, and with us now is senior Anna Drake. Anna, thanks for joining us this morning.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, Anna, this is the question I need to ask you. Do you have any deep thoughts about life or anything like that?
I'm honestly just here for a good time.
Perfect answer.
Oh, hey, well, thanks for joining us this morning. This is good.
I'm gonna join in and start off because for as excited as Rick was to talk to Jill, I'm probably just as excited to talk to Anna because I remember her playing her freshman year, and she always had a nose for the ball. She was always around the ball. Seemed like to get a bunch of the rebounds, and we got to talk quite a bit between her sophomore and junior year, and then I was probably the last person to know in the building that she was actually going to play basketball this year, and how excited I was. So kind of talk us through, like, like coming back for your senior year and
Yeah. Well, my freshman year, I loved the sport, but I thought I'd just take a break, focus on school a little bit. I'm really excited to come back and have this great environment because my teammates are so fun to play with, and I'm just really excited to have a fun season, make some memories, and hopefully meet some goals this year.
So Anna, okay, so you look like you're having fun.
I have a lot of fun.
All right, so you could go out there, take a tomahawk chop to the head on a drive to the basket, and you come up smiling. That's what I noticed.
Yeah.
All right, so going into, you're a senior this year, all right, and you stepped right into a starting role, all right. So again, we alluded to a little bit. What actually went into that decision? Says I want to play basketball this year because we're excited to have you back.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't have a sport for winter, and I really enjoyed my senior volleyball season, and I felt like there was a piece missing to my senior year, and I thought maybe it was basketball. So I'm just out here and hopefully one more piece to the puzzle of our team.
What you were really missing is coming out during fourth period and seeing me and getting words of wisdom.
Exactly.
And you still miss that, don't you?
I do.
Yes.
I do.
And you should. What about, here's a quick question for you, and I asked this to Jill. How much of an impact is our crazy cheer block?
Oh my gosh, they're so much fun, and honestly, I've never really had that. Like my past couple of years, we've never really had a cheer block. And it's so fun just seeing your peers that you sit with in math class, and they're cheering you on and they're going crazy. I feel like it brings a lot of energy, and we play better, honestly.
So you've got your team is young this year, okay?
Yeah.
But we've seen some progress, and we've always thought that the girls basketball for this year was going to be a work in progress, and that's what's happening right now. So talk about things that you can do as a senior, to these younger players that you've got out there. How do you try to approach that leadership role? Because as a senior, you are automatically a leader.
There's a lot of articles and predictions out there that we're not going to be very good this year. And I think this year, to our team, it's all about proving people wrong. I mean, we're obviously the underdog this year. But I don't really see it that way. I think we have a lot more potential this year. And even though I think it's hard for me as a leader because I haven't been here the past couple of years to show them what a team should look like or really like the norms. So I think I'm just really excited. I don't know. I'm just really excited and happy that me and Jill can take on this team together.
I asked Jill too, how good did that win against Union County feel on Tuesday?
Yeah, that felt really good. Again, like we were predicted to lose that game. So going into it knowing that, like we had nothing to lose, we were just there to have fun, and it felt really good. We were all laughing, I feel like, on the court, and our plays are coming together a lot better. We're just playing basketball.
So you're seeing that progress that we talked about. Are you seeing that in practice too?
Yeah. We're bonding a lot better, kind of seeing each other on the court better, seeing how each other play, and I think that really helps. I don't know, we're just kind of bonding.
I gotta tell you guys, all right, having Jill and Anna here today, they're just a wealth of information. This has been fabulous.
Yeah.
So I think this is gonna be popular. I think people are gonna watch this and really enjoy it. I know I've enjoyed being here, just talking to both you and Jill. So,
Well, I got a quick question here for you. Your younger brother, Nolan,
Yes.
is playing basketball
He
this year.
He is.
Is there any type of confrontation? You put 8 on the board or 10 on the board, and you say, "How many did you score tonight?" And is there going to be any of that?
Yeah, I think so, honestly, because we're both haven't played for the past couple of years, so we're both kind of new at it. But the boys are still early in their season, but I think later on it will get a little competitive in the Drake household. So
we'll look forward to those social media posts from your mom or something.
Absolutely.
Just give us a progress report.
Well, do you have any college plans yet?
Yeah, I think I want to attend either Ball State or Purdue and become an elementary teacher. So
Really?
yes, yes.
You think you want to coach? You do other
Maybe.
things too.
They're-
You
they're-
band. You're a band. I don't know if you're going to do percussion this year. Probably, you know,
Yeah.
try to work that in. Now your sister did everything.
She did, yeah.
Kelly Drake, for those of you, this is Kelly's sister, and Kelly was involved in everything. So,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
but you're a well-rounded student.
An FFA officer as well.
Yep. yep.
So represents the school very well.
Well, Jill, Anna, thanks for joining us today and talking with us. It's been a nice talk.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
We'll be back right after this break with Coach Sarah Mayo. Welcome our new sponsor, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, Brian Maurer, agent. Give him a call for all your insurance needs. There's no reason to knock on wood. Welcome back. We're joined now with head basketball coach Sarah Mayo. Sarah, thanks for coming out this morning.
Thanks for having me again.
So a little bit of high and low a little bit this week, where we pick up our first win in the conference and on the season, but then kind of got derailed a little bit towards the end of the day on Friday. So what can you walk us through, like kind of how this week's been with the team?
They're pretty pumped up on Tuesday after we beat Union County, and we've kind of gone through the next game mentality. So focus on the one, get to the next. And so I feel like as soon as that game was over on Tuesday, they were ready for Union City. When I sent the text out to them, all they got was a bunch of text messages back, like, why, we're ready. And yeah, kind of deflated us a little bit.
So Sarah, we mentioned before, and Jerry and I and Mark have talked about this a lot, that the girls basketball program would be a work in progress. And that's exactly what we've seen, but we've seen progress. That's the key thing. So talk about the progress and the things you're doing in practice. You've got a lot of young kids playing freshmen, getting some significant minutes out there. So tell us about what you're doing to continue that progress.
I think the biggest struggle on my part, having to start fresh, is literally having to start fresh. We're going back to the basics, boxing out, passing, lead passing, talking on defense, communication, essentially the basics.
Yeah.
I've wiped out probably 75% of my playbook, so that the girls can solely focus on the skills and not so much the play sets. And I think that's helped a lot of them get a lot more comfortable with each other and the game. We're going to slowly start introducing a few back, but I'm still probably not going to be able to put in my entire playbook.
You do have some young kids though, like I'm specifically talking about Ava Mikesell, you know, she's a starter. Angie Cammy's coming in as a freshman, putting some significant time in.
Yep.
And hopefully, you know, they'll continue their progress, and you know, it's looking like you are making some progress. And I think that was the key here. You want to progress through the season. You know.
Well, you know, the Union County game, in the first 30 seconds of the broadcast, I said, we've had more movement with purpose than we had in the previous 3 games. And it showed. And I mean, I sat there in the broadcast, I said, other TSC teams need to take notice, because this was a game changer in the conference. I feel that you came out and you were up 24 at one time. Now 14 points didn't, you know, the final score difference, but still, it was 24 points. And that was a big deal.
I think that's been the biggest issue this season, is having to have them break through the doubt of everybody else around them. People talking about them on social media, people talking about them at the grocery store. They hear it all the time, and that's one thing that we talk about, I think, every single practice, is you got to defeat the doubters, defy them. And I feel like that's exactly what they did on Tuesday. I was extremely proud of the way they played on Tuesday. I mean, it was our best basketball, and like you guys said, it's progress. I feel like every game, every practice, we are on an uphill climb, and they're just going to keep rising.
Yeah. Then you have, you know, you got your 2 seniors. We're going to see them here, you know, providing that leadership. Anna Drake is coming back after 2 years off, and we think she's playing really well. really put herself back in the program.
Yep.
So, and Jill, she's coming in here. She's always my favorite player. She has been since she's been a freshman because of just her attitude, how she comes out and plays, and she does the little things, like a couple passes to the right place, defense and things like that. So I'm excited about it. So those guys, the two old guys, productions are excited about it. So
Yes, we are. We're very excited. So who do you have coming up this week?
Monroe Central.
On Tuesday?
Yep. And then we're giving the kids off for Thanksgiving.
And then you're off.
And then Jay County.
Then Jay County, that's on a Monday, isn't it? The 30th? I think.
Tuesday.
Maybe it's a Tuesday.
I think we get
That's
one
here,
practice.
so we'll have that on My Team Live TV. If you can't make it, watch it.
Jay County will be a challenge.
That'll be another good one.
So we're working on it.
All right. Well, you know what? We'll be back. No, we won't be back. We're going to be done.
I think that's it.
I think that's going to be it. So, as a quick reminder, we won't be back next week. We're going to take 2 weeks off for Thanksgiving break, and for everybody here, Mr. Kirkhoff, who we find wandering the hallways every week,
Happy Thanksgiving. Don't
Yeah, happy
overstuff it,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
okay?
and the Coach Mayo, and for Rick Fletcher. And we wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving and a safe Thanksgiving, and hope to see you at the games. If not, watch us on My Team Live TV. I'm Jerry Middleton, and you know what? It's been another good night.